Check, check, check. Check, check, check.
Check, 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 check. This guy won't bring us the check.
What?
So this guy won't bring us the check.
Check, check, sir. Check, check, sir. I'm not leaving him a good tip. Definitely not.
Check, check, check. Dude, that would be a funny thing to perform if you like set up a table at like a restaurant, but you were on stage and that was like the show, and you're like, check, 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 and everyone was like, there's fucking sound checking. And they're like, this guy won't bring us the check. That's the joke. Oh man,
I saw
probably wouldn't be that funny.
I saw 2 good movies.
Really?
Pretty recently.
Okay, I want to hear.
First movie I saw was Maze Runner.
Was it good?
Yeah, I was very surprised.
Didn't think it was going to be.
I didn't think it was going to be either. All those movies have the same kind of like vibe to me. I've talked about this with a few people.
Same plot?
Not really the same plot necessarily, but just the same vibe. Like,
I think we talked about it on the podcast once.
Did we?
When you went and thought you were gonna meet Jeff Bridges.
Yeah, because it has the same vibe as The Giver. It's like those books that are about like teenagers that like come up to do like
dystopian future.
Yeah, that come up to do something that's like
important.
Yeah.
/ violent.
It's like that movie, Maze Runner, The Giver, Hunger Games, like Ender's Game kind of had that vibe to me.
Yeah, I could see that with Ender's Game.
I never saw Ender's Game though, but
I heard the end of it.
I heard the books are like crazy cool.
Yeah. Well, I hear that with every one of these book series, which is cool.
Yeah, but I've heard that Ender's Game is good from like
Adults,
yeah.
Yeah.
People other than teenage girls who are like Maze
Love
Runner,
PETA.
like I feel like that's what Maze Runner was like a girl, was like kind of like a Twilight kind of thing.
a young adult novel. Yeah. Usually, I feel like those are usually not to be sexist, geared towards girls. They just kind of are.
Yeah.
Oh, it's October.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, yeah, no, okay. So Maze Runner, it was like cool.
Yeah, it was actually really good.
Like worth seeing.
Yeah.
Cool.
I would say worth seeing. It was like it wasn't really what I was expecting.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, there was like a lot of I'll be honest. What is that?
What?
It sounds like.
It's my car. Is that air conditioning?
Oh, it was shit. What was I saying? What was I gonna say? You asked me if it was cool, and then
It was different.
Oh yeah, it was longer than it needed to be. I thought.
Oh.
There was like a time when it was like when they could have ended it, but they just kept going with it, and I was like, oh, I feel like it should have ended right there.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
it's like Happy Feet that has like 6 different points where it fades to black, and I was like, so that's the end. And I would stand up in the theater, I remember, back then, and then it would like come back on. I was like, oh. And I like sat back down like a couple times.
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because there's one time where it like fades to black. It like shows the world, and it like fades to black, and I was like, oh, okay, well that's the big thing. And then it comes back on, and he's in the fucking zoo, and then it fades to black there too, and I was like, okie doke. And then I had to sit back down because it comes back up when he goes home with the fucking remote attached to him. And I was like, what?
You're like, okay, I'm just gonna sit here until everybody else stands up.
Yeah. I felt like the guy behind me was like, hey, chump!
I'm trying to watch Happy Feet, asshole!
And I'm like, how do you know when it's the end? How do you know? There's no after credits. Why did you stay sitting?
Yeah.
Okay, so it was a little bit longer, but it was still good.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was surprising.
I'll catch it on VHS when it's
VHS
up for rental at Blockbuster.
Yeah, bro, you got to get with the times. Blockbuster's out of business, man. They've been out of business.
No.
Do you still have Blockbuster movies?
Yeah.
You're probably the reason they're out of business.
I have like at least 300.
Yeah, you're definitely the reason they're out of business then. If you have 300 Blockbuster movies, you are the reason. For
all under different names, though. Does that change anything?
No, that makes a big difference. That just adds to my argument. That's all that does.
Do I have to give them back now?
No, well, not now. It's too late. Too little, too late, my friend.
Now I have like 300 copies of Ernest Scared Stupid.
Yeah. Why you rented Ernest Scared Stupid 300 different times?
I kept losing them.
300 different accounts. Okay, you know what?
I kept losing them, and then whenever I would whenever I would rent the new one, I would find the old one. It was always in the DVD
And you
player.
never once thought to return the old one?
Nah, and they weren't rewound, so I felt bad.
You're like,
rewind them.
You're like, I just figured I would return them
when I rewound them.
No, when I found
The old one?
Yeah, but I never found the old one until I bought the new one.
Yeah, I mean, do you know a place that would let me unload all my Ernest Scared Stupid movies?
No place.
Not a one.
Not a one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll hang on to them. Maybe they'll be worth something.
No,
someday.
I doubt that, but you can go ahead and do that. But
It's amazing to me that they rented all those movies to a kid under a different name every time.
Buena Vista Chips. That guy just started his own business right there. He just put a cardboard sign up, painted it, and just said,
He's about to get a fucking cease and desist from the Homeowners Association.
Buena Vista Chips.
Okay, second movie you saw that was still good.
Gone Girl.
Gone Girl? What? What's that?
It's with Ben Affleck and I don't know the main girl's name in it. She's like
He's starting.
Wow,
Told
he
you.
is.
I told you.
Dang, it's awesome.
Ah, and this house stepped it up.
Oh whoa, Jesus Christ! Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's not decorations. Those are real spiders.
I don't know if that's considered stepping up. All they did was, it's like
They just vomited Halloween on their house.
Yeah, dude. They just were like spiders. That's Halloween, right? Yeah, let's just put spiders. That was so many, dude. Oh
After
my
our
God.
kid's Spider-Man birthday, which the parents didn't totally grasp.
That's like my parents when they like cook dinner. It's like they think that just because they put flavor on it, that means the food's gonna be good.
Oh, I know. Okay.
So they just load it with flavor.
I know
and it's
exactly
like,
what you mean.
You guys
like
don't...
they're like, Mom, what the fuck is this? This tastes like absolute piss. And she's like, I dumped a whole thing of Lowry salt on it. I thought it would be good.
yeah, that's basically what it is. Or it was like a mixture of like seasonings, like Lowry salt and like lemon pepper on the chicken
It's
and
fucking
like,
cinnamon.
yeah,
Cinnamon and
fucking-
brown sugar.
Yeah, like some like chili pepper, and it's like just because you're putting stuff on it doesn't mean
As you eat it, and your nose like profusely runs.
No, profusely bleeds.
Oh God.
Yeah, that's what that Halloween house was like. Like, oh, we put Halloween decorations up. Yeah, but that doesn't mean they're good Halloween decorations.
Yeah,
like,
fuck. You're just aimlessly spraying and hoping that you'll look okay next to your neighbor who builds a monument to Halloween.
Yeah, who literally builds up.
You know what I would do? Every year I would just put up a sign on if I was his dead next door neighbor, like touches houses.
Yeah.
I would just put a sign on my lawn with an arrow that points to his house that says I'm with him.
That's funny.
Or if he decks it out with like Christmas lights, I would spell this guy with an arrow next to it on my house.
Well, anyways.
Oh, what a cute puppy.
Anyways, Gone Girl. It was like,
Yep.
I hadn't seen any like previews for the movie before I went and saw it, which I recommend seeing movies like that more often.
Yeah, no, I more heartily enjoy them, I think, when I do it that way.
Yeah, there's nothing to expect. I didn't know who was in it. I didn't know until the beginning credits started rolling.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know who was in the movie. I didn't know what the movie was about. Gone Girl. I figured it was about. I thought just based on the title, it was about like a girl like breaking up with a guy or something like that.
Yeah, same.
I thought it was gonna be like some sort of chick flick, but I was wrong. It was
Like a movie to drink your wine to.
It was like you should see that movie as soon as you possibly can.
Really?
Yeah, go to the movies and watch it. Like,
Well, I go to work today, so
what does that mean?
maybe I'll go after work tomorrow just on my own. That'd be cool.
Dude, it's pretty long, but I think it was like 2.5 hours.
Is it at just the regular theater?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, man.
That's awesome.
I wish you had seen it so we could talk about it, because like,
Well, I'll see it.
I've never seen a movie like that before, dude. Like, honestly, like everything about it was good. Like,
What genre is it?
It's like it's a suspense. Nah, I don't know if it's like suspense really. I mean, there was some fucking suspenseful ass parts in it, and like,
It's like a thriller.
it's a kind of like a thriller drama. Like, dude, I don't know. I don't
A drama.
I don't know how to like explain like the
Well,
genre,
cool.
but the like everything about it was good. Like when it started saying the actors in the movie, I was like, dude, this movie's gonna blow. This seriously is gonna just fucking suck dick. Like, it had Ben Affleck in it. It had Neil Patrick Harris in it, who's who's like a fine actor
But you kind of know what you're gonna get. Usually,
yeah,
I feel like.
in like he's a good actor when in like How I Met Your Mother, like, but I don't know like how good of an actor he is like other than that.
Well, he did Broadway.
Did he?
Yeah.
Well, like, he was very good in it. I was very surprised because I thought it was gonna be just like a How I Met Your Mother thing. Yeah, like Barney, like.
Damn, if you saw that and you were thinking it was like some chick flick, you're like, oh well, he's like the best friend who's like trying to get him to go out.
It was like Ben Affleck, and then it was Tyler Perry was also in it, and I was like, this movie is gonna fucking suck dick, dude.
That sounds terrible. I would have just been like, I don't want to watch this anymore.
And like,
can you ask him to go put Land Before Time in?
Dude,
they do it for me a lot.
I was like, this is gonna not be good, man. This is gonna really not be good.
No offense to Tyler Perry. I don't know why I have such a stigma against him.
Because of those Medea movies, that's why.
Well, yeah, but he's like rolling in the dough. Like he
is rolling in the dough.
He throws one of those out. He makes a shit ton of money. He continues life on his fucking compound.
And dude, like, he was super good in it too. Like,
he's good.
They were all like, it was all good, dude. Like, and Ben Affleck's been stepping up his game lately. Like,
oh yeah,
the past like couple years, he's really been like, yeah, okay, fuck yeah, Ben Affleck.
I actually the other day had like a Ben Affleck awakening, I guess would be the proper term for it.
And dude, it's sick because like he's kind of like, you could see he's like
filling up for Batman.
Yeah, dude.
Oh,
yeah.
good.
And I was like standing and like seeing him on the screen was like kind of like allowing me to kind of see like, oh, okay, this is gonna be like,
this is where he is right now as he films Batman.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, I don't actually know like if he had got the role for Batman at that when he was filming this movie, because I don't know anything about this movie when it was being filmed or anything like that. Like, but it's still, I could tell that like he was like he looked pretty big, like the Batman that everybody thinks that Superman versus Batman's gonna be.
The
like
really buff one?
The Frank Miller, like, which one is it?
Stone Jaw Batman?
Yeah, but
Batman the animated series?
No, the Frank Miller comic book. Is it year one?
Yeah, it's year one, where he's really buff.
Yeah, and he's like kind of like older, like grizzled, like.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
Well, actually, year one.
Like Dark Knight Returns Batman, maybe? Where he's just like fucking yoked. I used to write on those all the time when I was a kid.
Yeah, like, so that was pretty sick. It was cool to be able to like.
That is
kind of
cool.
See him like on the screen and kind of be able to get like a feeling for just his vibes that he like puts out on the screen. Like,
dude, my
sick for cause like I don't know, it was just cool. He like there were shots where he was like standing, like it was like a profile of him just like standing, and he just was like big, and like I was like, oh, that's sick, dude.
Fucking my Ben Affleck awakening came in the form of he was on the Bill Maher show, or Mayer, I don't know how to say it. It's like some political show. And I just saw the clip of him, and he was fucking going off on it because he was like, just about like everyone's like phobia of Islamic people. And he was like, you guys are ridiculous. Like, we do much worse things than them, essentially. And he was like, you guys need to everyone needs to stop. And I was like, respect, dude. Like, he got so heated about it. Yeah. And the guy was like, look, all I'm saying, he was like, no, your point is that you're going to make is you're going to say, oh, well, you know, here's black people. They shoot black people. What can you do? But that's not it. And I'm just saying I fundamentally disagree with you. And I was like, damn. Holy shit. Like, you're sick. Like,
that is sick.
I used to live on this street.
Dude, did you really?
Yep.
What the fuck, bro?
Erica Way. I'm trying to remember which one. Oh, I think it was that one. I don't remember. I was pretty young. That's my mom. I remember our backyard. Oh, it was it was huge, number one. And then it had a fenced off area with just huge overgrown weeds in it that I called our weed garden. I didn't know at the time that was a connotation for drugs, obviously. Whoa, that family has a spider problem. Let's turn around and go look at that. Anyway, but so I would like climb up around the fence and get in the weed garden with my baseball bat and just like take them out and just like smash them. And one time I brought my cousin Cody in there with me to do it. We were swinging around and I hit him in the side with the metal baseball bat. And he cried and I was like, don't tell him, you can't tell him, like we won't be able to do this anymore. And he was like, okay, yeah, like, oh, even though he was probably internally bleeding. Look at that.
We won't be able to do this anymore. Yeah.
God.
I'll call him an exterminator.
All over all those Christians. What if you did, like, just anonymous tipped him and the exterminator showed up and was like, God damn, shut up. Fucking kids! That would be a funny sketch.
Yeah.
Okay, so Gone Girl, good.
Yeah,
Maybe I'll see it right after work tomorrow because I get off at 4.
Yeah, you should.
Podcast afterwards.
Everything was super good about it. Yeah, that'd be good, man. That'd be good. Then we could talk about it on the podcast. Like just like the story was like super original. Like, I really liked the cinematography, like the acting, and it was really good. Just like everything about it, man. I was so surprised and I was so happy because seriously, like the past 10 or 15 times I've gone to the movies, maybe 10 times, 15 times. I feel like I've seen a good movie in 15 movies, but the last 10 movies I've seen in theaters have just been
okay, or unsatisfactory.
Yeah, just very subpar. Like,
here's another one of those hidden parts. Just kidding, we've been there. I think.
You've been there, or we've been there?
We have, I think.
No, I've never been there. I didn't know this place existed.
Maybe we haven't. Look at that basketball court.
Yeah,
that's a nice park.
It's pretty sweet.
Anyway, I haven't been to the movies in a really long time, and that makes me really upset because I like going so much.
Yep.
And I want to go, so maybe I'll go see that. I'll get myself some popcorn. I'll watch a movie. I'll be like, Jason was wrong. This is awful. Tyler Perry keeps doing his Medea voice. I don't know what made him think that this was even passable.
I don't know what made him think that this was remotely what they were looking for.
And what actually happened is you had been looking through a kaleidoscope the whole time with headphones in of another movie you liked, and you're like, whoa.
Dude, it was good, man.
I take your movie opinion very seriously because you're pretty picky. I don't know that you're picky, but you know what you like. And so when you tell me to see a movie, I usually go like, okay, well, this one's gonna be good.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's I don't know what I want until I see it.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean.
And so when I saw this movie, I was like, wow, why the fuck can't all the movies be like this, dude? Why can't they just all be they don't necessarily have to be like this in the sense of the same story.
Yeah,
or the same genre, the same type of movie, but
well done like this.
Well done like that, yeah, exactly. I was like, dude, damn, this is good.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get what you mean because I'm such a huge Wes Anderson fan, but I don't want to see every movie be like that. I only if a Wes Anderson movie comes out, then I'm excited about it and I want to see that. But I do I don't know, I like indie movies a lot, and I usually think that they're pretty good. Maybe because of the lack of studio whatever. I did watch the other day. I rented this movie called God Help the Girl because it has Emily Browning in it, and I think she's really pretty. So I was like, well, I'll watch it. And it had come out in theaters. I'm gonna go this way. It had come out in theaters. I remember seeing it. And was like, oh, dude, I could go see it. It's a super limited release. It would be cool to just go see that when I was at San Jose because it was playing at the California Theater, which is a huge movie palace.
Yeah.
So then I looked it up and I'd missed it by a week. It was only in theaters for a week and a half because it was crowdfunded also, I found out.
Oh, that's sick.
Which is sick. And then so I sit down, I Google it, and they were like, oh, we'll rent it on your computer right now. You can buy it if you want to. It's $2 to rent it. So I was like, okay, well, that's fair. I would have paid more to go see it at the movies anyway. Now I just get to watch it in my house.
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a musical, which wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. But musicals just aren't in particular my jam.
Yeah.
But it was fine, and I really enjoyed it, and it would be a movie that I would be I guess I could probably own this.
Yeah.
Maybe. But the idea that it was crowdfunded was really cool, and the guy who directed it, it was kind of about the band that he started, so he wrote all the music for it and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
It was pretty cool, and all the acting and stuff was really good. It doesn't compare, I wasn't afterwards oh my gosh, it's the best movie, but I watched it and was maybe I saw it.
I saw this preview for a movie when we went last night to see Gone Girl.
Yeah.
It was called Big Eyes, I think it was called.
Okay.
Something about eyes. It was about this girl who's a painter, and she paints all these surreal portraits, kind of.
Mm-hmm.
They're not necessarily like a portrait. They're just it's a surreal picture of a person. But it's not necessarily anybody
in particular.
For real.
She just draws a person.
Yeah. I think
we roundabout end up. Charlotte.
And she So she draws these pictures, but they all have like really big eyes, and they get really popular. But I think she didn't. Oh, what it was like the fact that a woman painted them would make them less likely to sell, I guess.
Oh.
And so a guy who, so I forgot this girl's name. She was in fucking A, dude. American Hustle. She was like
Amy Adams.
Yes, Amy Adams. Yes. She's good. She's in it. Yeah, she plays like the girl who does all the painting.
I like her.
Amy Adams. Christoph Waltz plays the guy who she gets to.
Awesome.
To say that like he painted them, and then they start this whole business together to where like she paints him and he like pretends to be the painter and like he's like the person that the public sees, and then there's also the fucking dude in it from. I'm so bad with names, dude. What the hell?
From.
Who always works with Wes Anderson. He's like really cool.
Owen Wilson.
No. Like,
Jason Schwartzman.
Yeah, Jason Schwartzman.
He's in it?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, well now I'm gonna go see it for sure.
Yeah, and then there was also like I think
you should go to the community center more. The water slides.
I think there was one other cool person in it too, but it looked really cool, dude. It looked like a cool movie. Another idea where it's like, wow, that's like a cool idea. Like
I watched I love Jason Schwartzman so much. I watched Darjeeling Limited last night again, the Wes Anderson movie.
Yeah.
Which everyone says is his like worst one, which always kind of bums me out because I don't think so. I really enjoy it. But that movie's it's so sick, dude. Like just all the cinematography and everything in that movie and all like the color palettes and everything he uses are insane. Because it's all in India.
Yeah.
And Jason Schwartzman's just hilarious in it. They wrote his lines and everything really, really well. He's he plays like one of the three brothers that's in it, and he plays like a writer. And so whenever they hear like his ideas, they always go like, "Oh, I like how mean you are in that," and he goes, "Oh no, all my characters are completely fictional," even though like you can tell like it's just something that happened to him that he's writing. I like him a lot. I want to see that Big Eyes movie now. I don't really want to watch a trailer for it though. I just kind of want to see it. When does it come out?
Ooh, I don't remember.
You know what I really want to finally do?
What?
Because the new Hobbit's coming out. The last one. This is it for Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
I want to go to the midnight premiere dressed as Gandalf because I think it would be really funny. And I've said that I was going to do it a couple times. The last two. So a couple, and I didn't, and now I'm like, this is my last chance. I should do it, or like buy 2 tickets so I have a seat for my cardboard cutout of him, and like put him down and be like. I am excited for that to come out because I just want it to be over. Not because I don't like it, but literally just purely because I'm ready to see it through.
Yeah,
That's a cool house. I always wanted a room like that where it's like the circle room.
Corner, yeah, the corner circle.
Yeah, I always thought that they were the coolest.
Wow, that's a pretty home. Wow, that one.
Oh, this house shows it up.
Dude, all these houses in this neighborhood are cool looking.
That is one thing. I want to be successful, and I want to have like a nice like a house that when you look at it, you go, "Ooh, that's a nice house," but it's not like a mansion, you know?
Yeah.
Like it's not super assuming. Dang, never mind. That house looks really nice still.
That house is huge, yo.
But I also want to have trees and shit like that in front of it, so it looks cool.
Yeah, dude, trees are a must, dude. That's why I heck up like that city Danville, dude. It has like, dude.
It's because it's like so low population.
The trees there though are like so cool, dude. Like there's so many of them, and they just like hang over everything. It's just like everything is covered with trees there. It's so sick.
I am in Danville a lot, and I can attest to that. There are trees everywhere.
Like whenever I would go to school, I went to school with like, Chris, who used to live in Danville.
He did? I didn't know that.
Yeah, he lived with his dad there for a little while, and so we would stop by his house to like pick him up in the morning to like all drive together. And sometimes we just wouldn't really
go to school.
Yeah, we wouldn't go to school. Because it was like a shitty class. It was like the middle of December and it was swimming and the pool was outside and it was fucking freezing all the time. So I was I can't do it, dude. I can't go. I'm sorry. I need to have something warm in my body instead of jumping into a fucking pool right now.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It's just an excuse though not to go to school, but whatever.
Yeah. But whatever. Yeah.
But one time we were driving, and dude, it was so cool. There was like a park. It just looked like a wall of bushes, and then there was like one little cutout in the bushes, and we're like, dude, what was that back there? Like, it looked like it opened up behind all these bushes. It was a huge wall.
Yeah.
Like 10 feet tall of bushes. And with that one little cutout, and we went and we looked, and there's like a hidden park surrounded by all these bushes, dude.
Dang!
It was so sick, dude. Like, and somewhere in Danville, dude, it was heck of cool.
And you guys like...
And like from the other side of it, it wasn't hidden. You know what I mean? But like just from the street that we were driving on,
so
like
you guys were like,
yeah,
felt really cool about it.
Yeah, dude, it was so sick, man. And we like went there and like still like covered with trees. There's like a canopy of like these sick like, I don't know what kind of trees, big oak trees or something.
And that's awesome because it's in December and it's at the park, which means like no one's gonna be there.
Yeah, and there
Midday.
was like one like lady like walking her dog or something.
Yeah.
And we were just like drinking our coffee, like just found a secret little park, and it was like,
damn it, that sounds so fun.
It was sick, yeah. It was so
this
cool, dude.
October heat wave that's very normal, and I don't know why I'm so heated about it. Haha. Pisses me off. I hate it.
Really?
Like, I'm so ready for, like, because I'm ready for fall. I love it when it's, like, fall and winter and everything. It's just so much nicer. And I'm just having to wait longer. Like, since May, I've been like, all right, so I got to do 4 months of this, and I get back to what I really like. It'll be cool. It'll be nice then. I just hate the summer, man.
Yeah, I've liked these last couple of, like, all right, here we go, one final, like, hoorah, like, heat wave.
Yeah. Because it makes me want to do more.
It's
and
a lot.
I go, like, this is it, heat-wise. Like, this will be cool, but...
Yeah, and it has allowed me to, like, actually, like, go and do something sick. Like, oh, yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow. Let's go to the cliff jump. Like, oh, it's going to be hot the next day. Like, let's go wakeboarding. Like,
yeah.
It's been cool because, like, I don't know, like 2 weeks ago we were like, oh, this is going to be the last time I'm going to be able to do this, dude. It's going to start getting cold.
Like, you were like, this is it. Our summer's over,
yeah,
like, as a
really.
kid. I remember the last day of summer was always, like, and I would literally, like, wake up earlier that day and go, this is it. Here we go.
Yeah.
Like, as a kid. Not as a teenager, I would usually wake up at 7 p.m. and go, like, what's happened?
What's happened?
I've been asleep all summer? Oh, no!
I reverse hibernated?
And I still didn't grow a beard? No, but we would wake up and, like, if I was at my dad's house, like, we had different summer schedules, so it would, like, kind of get lost. But if I was here, I'd wake up super early and I would, like, call Jake Graham and be like, dude, this is it. Like, let's go to the creek.
We gotta live it up.
Yeah, even though in like 4 days we're gonna be on weekend, like
on weekend,
and like we'll be okay. Or like Labor Day is in 1 week.
Yeah,
we will have another day off.
There was always like that. Like you would go back into school, and then there was always like a 3-day weekend, like a couple weeks after you got into school, and then there's like a holiday, and then like
one thing. You know what I miss about elementary school is like there was always something during the day that I was like excited for. Like in 4th grade, we would play like this Gold Rush game for like half the class, which was literally like you were in like teams, and it was basically like Dungeons and Dragons but Gold Rush, and you would like just have to and you would have to like live and like try to get by, and people would like die and stuff.
Oh, and then what would happen when they died? Like,
I don't
sorry,
totally
kids, you can't play anymore.
She would just walk them outside, and they weren't in our class anymore.
You gotta go practice arithmetic.
No. No, yeah, and like it was like that. It was like, and I was so excited for it, and like I like the idea of the California Gold Rush a lot. I think it's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
Especially because we live exactly where it happened.
Seriously.
Which is why I was so like, I think I might have been so into it was because I was like, dude, like I'm there. Like,
yeah.
That's like reading about Lord of the Rings and being like, I live in Mordor.
I live
like,
in Middle Earth.
This is about me. Like.
I killed an orc this morning on my way to school.
It was on accident, but still. No, yeah, so like we would play that for so long, and it was so awesome. Or like,
dude, what the fuck? I never played games like that.
Or like on Mondays and Wednesdays, we had like reading groups that we would go to, and I was in like the really like the best of the best reading group. So mine was just pure sick. Like we didn't have to go. They weren't like, all right, everyone, like sound this word out. It was like. We read Lord of the Rings in 5th grade, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, and so I always had something to get excited about. Now when I go to school, I go like, all right, I have this one class, and I get to go home. Cool. like, and that's it. And like I get like I'm stoked because I get to see like friends that I made, but like I don't have that anymore.
Dude,
It's a bummer.
Like, look at this caravan, dude.
I know. It's a circus.
Think I can make it into that truck?
You probably could.
Think I should do it? I wonder what's in there. Like, probably like garbage, like dirt or something.
This guy's license plate frame says my other car was a Jaguar. He's driving a Corvette. It's not even that nice. I would have kept the Jaguar. Like,
wait, it really said that?
It says it. We'll catch up. There's a red light. He's not even driving that fast. Oh, never mind. Now I have to punch it.
You guys want to crash his bed?
God, I don't really like Corvettes that much.
I think they're sick. I think Corvettes are one of my favorite cars.
Really? Like, I think they're cool, but like,
I mean, like, they're obviously like a close second to like, or obviously a second place to like a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, something sick like that. But like the new Corvettes, dude, they look badass.
No, you know what I want?
Stingrays, dude.
You know what I want so bad is an old Chevy Impala, like the really old ones. Those look. Some guy rolled up next to me in one the other day, and I looked at it and I was like, "Yeah, that's the car I've been looking for." Like, and that was it. Like, I'd never really seen one before.
I don't know what it looks like.
Old Corvettes are cool. Like Stingrays, you're right. Those are very cool.
Stingrays are.
But you know what throws
the
me?
New one.
No, like the old Stingray, like the really old one.
Oh.
Yeah. Know what I mean?
No.
Okay.
But I believe you that there's an old Corvette called.
I would hope you would believe me.
I just don't know what it looks like.
I don't have a lot of reason to lie about that. It looks like a
Like
Corvette.
that car looks fucking dumb.
Yeah, it does. Like the new version of muscle cars to me they're dumb.
Yeah.
I don't get it. Get a muscle car. Just get an old one. Like,
Yeah.
just do that. It's not hard. Walk over to that dealership that replaced the nice park over there. And,
nice park. That wasn't a nice park there.
yeah, you're right. That park's on the other side. The park next to my old house.
Yeah.
One of my old houses. I have lived a lot of places on, like, this one area.
That is like your old house to me. Like those other houses those aren't really your houses.
Why?
Because I didn't know you when you lived there.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, like when I think my old house, I do think of that one. Like,
Because I feel like you lived there the longest. Did you?
7 years?
That has to be.
Yeah, probably the longest. Yeah.
I feel like that's a third of your life. So.
Yeah, you figure I'm 21. Spent 1/3 of my life there.
So.
I've lived at this last house for
if you've lived at any more than 3 houses, then that is the longest one you've lived in.
Yeah, I've split my time too much.
Yeah.
No, yeah, that house was cool too.
Yeah,
we used to break stuff all the time.
That was I liked that house because of like the ride. Like it was so easy to just like go over
Get
there.
to my house. Yeah.
Like I could just skate over there and like be there in like 5 minutes.
In this new house, it takes some doing to get to.
Yeah, it kind of does. It's like it's not that far, but like.
But it's far enough to be annoying. It's far enough to be too short of a car ride. You know what I mean? Like if you were like, no, because it's like I have to drive there. It's gonna take me maybe 10 minutes. This is stupid. Where if I like lived like a city away, you'd be like, well, I have to drive there. It'll take me like 15 minutes. It'll be okay. Like, and that would be that. But this is like just out of like walk in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah.
It'd be better if I just lived like right next to you.
Yeah.
So you could just open your window and like toss a rock and go, "Hey, Austin."
Yeah. Just whistle.
Yeah, and then Jackson would open the window and go, "He's at school."
Oh, okay.
Do you want to hang out? And Jackson goes,
No, I'm going to school too.
No, I'm okay. Are you going to school? And he goes, It's Saturday. And you're like, oh yeah.
Right. All the days are mixed together for me.
What am I just building your garage? Oh, all right. Well, this has been the Carcast.
Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you
Once
enjoyed
again,
it.
I feel like this one was good.
Hope
Your
you
apple is thoroughly rotted. So I hope you're happy.
I've been wanting to throw it out the window, but...
And perfect. My gas light just came on. So.
Well, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on Friday with the regular PCast. Sorry, the PCast went up on Saturday.
That was my bad.
It was also my bad because I didn't even check to see if you.
It doesn't matter. If I had sent it, you wouldn't need to. I forgot to email him it.
But I forgot about it even until you emailed me it when you said.
I'm going to take responsibility for this. It's fine.
I think we both can take responsibility because I honestly, I also forgot until I checked the email. Which was like, because I was like, what's today? And then it was like Friday, and then it was like, I was supposed to put the podcast up.
Whoops.
And I wasn't home. I was like, it was like 11 o'clock and I wasn't home. And
yeah, you were at like, you were wakeboarding, right?
Yeah.
Awesome.
And then I was like...
Reasonable excuse.
I was like, oh shit. Well, alright.
Sorry I'll 6 you.
Yeah. But it'll be up on Friday again this week. So, see you guys then. Bye guys.